Part 4. Aishi and Jack make their way to Aku. But first, adventure. What's a main story without a little side quest? Jack and Aishi are taking public transit to go and beat Aku's ass, but they keep accidentally touching each other by the way, and now it's crowded and they're against one another like, oh, excuse me, I'm just gonna... And it's a very cute moment as their hands keep touching each other's on the pole. They're like, oh wait, I'm sorry. But all that sweet shit dies down as Jack looks around and realizes, oh, we surrounded by ops right now. Jack sees everybody got coordinated shirts on like they're at a sporting event, but it reads Death to the Samurai. And Jack's like, I know they ain't talking about me. Now there's rules about fighting in public transit in New York. I don't know how they do in Aku's world, but you can't be doing that in New York City. Which is how I know Jack and Aishi some real rebels. They like, look, I don't care who in the way, you all getting got right now. And this is why I appreciate them. While they're beating a bunch of Tony the Tiger's asses, they still find moments to be cute together. It ain't easy to find a cute woman in the middle of stomping people out, but Jack and Aishi do it as their hands accidentally touch and they both pull back like, oh, I'm sorry, my fault. But can we notice the coordination here? Look how in sync they are. And as things get more crowded, Jack's like, I think we should get out of here. And Aishi's like, I agree with that. Now I can't say I've been through the desert on a horse with no name, but as Jack and Aishi do it, they make it look very pleasant as we see montages of them together. Let's keep in mind, Jack's met many people on his travels. He's ran into the Scotsman multiple times, but he's never really traveled with someone for a long period of time. Aishi's the first. And obviously we're seeing a connection between the two, especially when they're in dire situations. They're able to work really well together. Now when Jack and Aishi come upon this building, that's where things start to change. They're exploring it. They see there's mad layers to this place. They also find out, oh, it's a prison to some poisonous leeches. You remember that old movie with Sean Connery and Nicolas Cage, The Rock? Yeah, it's like that, but with poisonous leeches. Let me get even more specific. These are poisonous leeches that become anthropomorphic. Jack and Aishi are trying to fight them, and they say, you know what, fuck a whole lot of this. Yeah, this shit is looking bad. At one point, Aishi gets stung and gets poison in her leg, and Jack has to suck that shit out. As they try to make their way out, they see, oh, there is no way out. But these leeches just keep on coming. As Jack and Aishi run, they find their way into the storage room, and what's any good side quest without a place to pick up more weapons? Yeah, they're in the armory now. Jack picks up this Roomba weapon that'll destroy the leeches, but he doesn't know the activation code. Meanwhile, Aishi steps out with the Dora Milaje spear and shield, ready for that work. They scrapping with these leeches, fighting for their damn life, and we see again how great they are together, the way they're able to work together. And we also see their communication skills, as Jack doesn't know how to activate this shit, and Aishi's like, well, I could give it a try. He's like, oh, alright, passes it off to her. Then we see Aishi sitting there just trying to calibrate this thing. You know when your parent calls you and they got a computer issue and you're trying to fix it over the phone and you can't see what the issue is? That's what this situation's like right here. They're trying to input a password, but the Roomba tell them they can't use their old password. But if you recognize my old password, why don't you give me a damn hint for the new one? Meanwhile, the leeches are like, hey, have you tried Control-Alt-Delete? Oh yeah, pity. Anyway, we're gonna keep trying to kill you. And these leeches are problematic. They tear off Aishi's Fern Gully outfit. But Aishi from the pit on some Bane shit. She don't care. She'll scrap butt ass. Jack's talking to Aishi, turns around and sees butt cheeks, and he's like, whoa, you're naked. Aishi's like, yeah, and Jack's like, well, men and women have different parts. This is... Mind you, Aishi has not stopped scrapping. She's like, Jack, you being real weird right now. Jack runs over and throws his gi over her, so he's fighting in the Speedo like he Prince Namor. Aishi's like, what are you doing? Jack's like, yo, it'll protect you. It'll protect you. Aishi's confused, saying, yo, this cotton gi's gonna protect me. Jack's like, wait, that's Egyptian silk first and foremost. Leeches attacking them are like, yeah, respect the Egyptian silk. Also, we're still trying to kill you. Jack and Aishi are two of the best bout machines, but they can't keep fighting these things. It's endless. Jack goes for the Roomba one more time and tells Aishi, yo, please cover me. Then we see Aishi do work that would have made the Dora Milaje, the Spartans, and the Amazons proud. Aishi just over here going Lucy Lawless. The only thing going through Aishi's mind right now is stab, block, repeat, stab, block, repeat, stab, stab, block, repeat. Just as Jack gets the Roomba to act right, they get overwhelmed. They thinking this is it, but then the Roomba comes through and saves them all by electrocuting all the leeches and killing them indefinitely. Jack and Aishi are safe. They're taking a heavy breather. And as they're breathing heavy, Missy Elliott starts playing in the background because Jack is looking at Aishi saying, my hormones jumping like a disco. Aishi knows this tune because she's looking back at Jack saying, I be popping mess like some Crisco. The only thing left to be said is go. And when it was said, they did not move slow. Well, things just got even more interesting.